the weird part about this. It's invisible. You can't see it. Oh, there it is. My dad is a painter. He paints like commercial buildings and houses and just different things like that, like walls, you know. It's just cool that like I also paint, just in a different way. But we're both obviously still artists of our crafts, and I think that's really cool. And he is probably not going to be very proud of this job that I'm about to do with painting this onto the wall, but it's okay. I want to do this in 2 pieces so that if this gets really gross, I can just switch that bottom part out without having to take the whole canvas one off. I'm excited! I am going to gesso this on the ground. After I'm done gessoing it, then I will put it on the easel. Why work harder when you can work smarter?
Oh my gosh. It's so freaking hard.
If you can't open up your paint, that's hard. Just run it under hot water and it opens. I already got stuff everywhere in my life. It's also why I have an apron on. Okay. Let's get down to business. I have grown to really love the gesso phase because it gets me out of my head for when I'm gonna start a piece, because a blank canvas is really intimidating. And even with me usually painting bigger pieces, it still intimidates me when I start something. Or an underpainting, or just like a quick sketch with paint before I go in like the actual painting process just makes me feel better. This color is really pretty too. I like it.
Sometimes I feel like, you remember when you were a kid and you're in school, and if you're an artist, you just doodled. That's what you did. Even when that means to focus or whatever, you would doodle, and it wasn't anything that you would take seriously, and it always comes out good, right? For me anyway. Every time I doodle, and I just I'm not thinking about it, I'm just kind of doodling, it turns out so good. Sometimes at my job too, we'll do it. We'll be slow, and I'm bored, and I'll find pens, and I'll find a piece of paper, and I'll just doodle. And I've been collecting them because some of them are really good, and I'm like, I could expand on this. It could be a future piece. But when I don't have expectations, and I don't care, and I just flow, and I just create with no fear, what you can create is truly, it's amazing.
So it is completely gessoed. I also did, as you saw, all of the sides because I'm going to be painting the sides as well to go with the painting. So that is also gessoed, and I'm just going to let this dry, and then if it still looks a little bit weird, then I'll go over it with a second coat. I even might just do the sketch and then go over it with a very light coat. We'll see. I don't know yet, but yay, first step done. This piece is really special to me because it was a piece that I did on a piece of paper, and I was honestly painting it because I was having a really bad day and I was having like some anxiety feeling. It was just one in my sketchbook, like just a piece of paper, but when it was done, I titled it Just Breathe. And I was meeting with the ladies for the museum. They wanted to purchase another painting from me, and it was that one, and I was like, oh, that one's on a piece of paper, like it's not even an actual you know, it's not an actual piece. It got me thinking about the impact that little piece of paper had. And so we were talking about, you know, other options, and then they were like, well, would you be comfortable with creating something for the museum exhibit? And I was like, yes, totally down. And because they really resonated with that piece as well, that's what I want this to be. I want this to be just a bigger version of that. Definitely more detailed, definitely. I don't know if it's gonna be exactly, I don't think I want it to be exactly like that, but I want it to have that essence. I want it to be Keep Breathing. I think that's gonna be the title of this piece. But who knows? You know, it could change. It always changes. So yeah, I'm like so impatient. I want this gesso to dry so I can start painting. But things take time.
It just lets me know that we are limitless, and the only way that we could be limited is with our mind. It's a mindset. And I feel like creativity has to be limitless. It has to be, because the potential for what you could create and who you can inspire, again, is limitless. And through this journey and sharing my creative journey with my YouTube and my TikTok and all these other social media, it's like, I just want to inspire. Even if at the end of the day you don't even like my art, that's okay. But if I helped you if I inspired you to create something of your own, then I can pack my bag. My job here is done. Because I know what it's like being on the other end.
I'm gonna start actually sketching. I was gonna wait, but I'm like feeling super inspired, so I think I'm gonna start sketching an outline as the gesso dries.
Seeing other people and feeling inspired by them and their story and what they've persevered through, and they're still creating. And it's amazing. It's amazing to see that journey from the outside perspective. So I would like to do the same. And I think everybody has value, even if they don't realize it or see it. I feel like everybody has a story to tell.
Don't like that brush at all. It was the worst brush I've ever felt in my whole life. There we go. Jesus. That was awful. So, your brush matters. Alright, so this is what I have so far. I like the direction that it's going. I think the water, obviously I have to develop that because I don't normally do like water like this, but I think that it'll turn out okay. I have a good vision for it now, but yeah, I'm excited. It looks good so far.